We are live. It is 1:03 p.m. Central Standard Time in the United States, 7:03 p.m. GMT in the UK. This is the Nomad Tech Project with Sam and Joe, coming to you live, streaming on February 19th, 2023. How you doing?
I'm real good, man. Apart from, have you heard of the term ring sting?
No.
Yeah, sorry to start the show like this, but basically I've been on the toilet a fair few times today, and my backside is burning.
Okay.
Moving on. Anyway.
Yeah, let's please, because that really isn't the way I was really wanting to start this show. That's okay. That's fine. Anywho, we're coming to you a little early today.
Jimmy's there.
Jimmy's here. Yeah. I would say that's, well, I don't know about weird. I don't know if that would be the adjective I would use to describe it. More than weird.
Weird? What do you expect from me, Sam?
Kind of awful. Hey, Barry Johnson's in the chat.
Scoop. It is kind of awful. Scoop. Barry.
So, yeah, we're here, and we're a little early. I have some things going on, so we had to start the show a bit early. So hopefully I'm catching everybody here. And then, did you put out a little thing on the Twitter? No.
Do you know what? I don't think I did,
I don't think you did. It's okay.
No, because I was on the toilet.
Now, how are we all doing? We are good. Well, while you're on the toilet, you fill your phone. You could have done it while you're on the loo.
No, I wasn't using my phone. It was one of them where I had my daughter's got like a little step thing where she can go on to get the sink. I had my feet up on that, and I was trying to get it all out.
All right. So we didn't get the text. Twitter. Didn't get the Twitter out.
No.
Oh.
All our guys know anyway who are interested.
Well, I don't think they're interested. I think they're interested in the show. I don't think they're interested in that.
Not in that. No. Content. I wasn't saying that. No.
And it was with the gray Mao shirt. You look like a communist dictator in that shirt.
Oh, what?
It's got a real
that's not a good look.
It just needs to be khaki, and then it'd be perfect. But you got this whole Mao, Kim Jong-un kind of shirt on.
I'm gonna throw this shirt away. Thanks, Sam. I like this shirt.
I'm really feeling a whole communist vibe with that shirt.
I really like this shirt. Damn you!
Workers of the world unite. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, do you want to tell everybody what in case people aren't following you? What's been going on with? Apparently, you have a new phone.
I do. Yes, I finally got the S23 Ultra.
Cool.
Yeah, that's us. Nice.
Yeah, I know. God, don't ever do
Inception.
That.
I'm trying to copy TK.
Don't ever show us while we're streaming. God, that's terrible.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, the phone is and it seems to be getting rave reviews. I mean, everybody that I've heard, they'll nitpick a little bit here and there, kind of thing, but universally, it's been pretty well received by most of the folk.
And after my first day, I can see why. I've also got to do a lot more testing on it yet, but after the first day, it's been positive. Very
Neil's
positive.
In the chat.
I think he's got an Ultra as well.
Yeah, I think y'all did too, Neil.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I think if you were in the UK and you were rocking an S22 Ultra with an Exynos chip, or any of the last 3 or 4 devices that rock an Exynos, there is no reason why you should not get this phone.
Yeah.
If you can swing it, however you can, I realize that not everybody has the means to, but if you can swing it, I would definitely be out of the S22 Exynos, anything or any Exynos, and get
yourself an S23.
For me, I have the S22 still, and I try to look, and I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more money than I'd want to upgrade, so I'm probably not going to. If I could have done it for like $100 quid or 200, maybe $200, maybe I would have thought about swinging on it. But
Sam, you know how it is though. Give it 3 months, and that'll be a bit better for you.
Then maybe, and then I don't really know. Again, and I don't really daily drive them because I switch them all the time. I'm really going back to the Duo, Exynos is dog shit. That's true. And I think Samsung finally just decided, screw it. Let's just give up on it. And America it rated the battery life and camera very, very well.
What's funny though is this Snapdragon chipset wasn't produced by Samsung, was it? Was it TMSC or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
So it was strange.
Across the board, the Gen 2 is really. I would probably make the argument at this point, even considering like the 855, and we've had some bad, Snapdragon chips. It seems like the Gen 2, when it comes to capability and efficiency, is really, really solid. I think people are really, any phone that you get in 2023 that really has this Gen 2s in it, you're going to probably have a really good battery life on it. And you're probably going to get performance and all that kind of stuff. And of course, you're going to get the 4 years of security updates, and you're going to get all the happy stuff. And again, now you got 200 megapixels, and you got all the zooms. So if you want to take the moon picture, which I still to this day, I don't understand. I mean, if you take one or two, that's cool just to kind of see. But
probably do it for a laugh. But yeah, it's not something spend too much time on.
You got one of the 23 models, S23 Plus at Tesco.
See, I think the Plus is going to be a very good device.
Yeah, I would say if I wasn't getting the Ultra, I definitely wouldn't get and I did before. I think I got the S21 before instead of the any of the Notes or anything like that. And I like the device. It just felt at this point it was a little too small for me. And not too small that I couldn't use it, too small that I wasn't used to it. So, and then he also said he's heard a rumor that Gen 3 is
Gen 3.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. That's about their cycle, right?
Yeah.
It'll probably be an Oppo or another.
That's when Xiaomi tend to get it first. I think they did last year, didn't they?
Yeah, and then that's and I know didn't the 13 just come out at some point? I think recently. I think that's it seems to me, and I don't know, maybe this is just me kind of paying attention to the landscape. I really don't hear much about Xiaomi. That kind of dropped off a little bit. You got a lot of Oppo momentum now, of course, OnePlus, but I haven't really heard anybody really like that whole. I mean, if the Xiaomi 13 is out, I haven't heard many people discussing it, or if they are, it's in very much like a passing fashion. I haven't heard much about it. So
no, I've not seen much either.
And I don't know what that's about. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's because you got the foldables, the Oppo Find 2, that just came out, the new flip, that it's been getting a lot of press.
Absolutely, yeah. Oppo is spending money. Is spending money.
Yeah, and then they got, of course, then you've got your OnePlus 11 came out, which again, we had that discussion before. Honestly, if I had to get any phone right now and I wasn't getting a foldable, let's see, and I was just buying any phone I could, I'd probably get a OnePlus 11. Just for I've had, it's not because I don't like Pixels, and I know they're probably, competitive and they're probably better. I just like OnePlus enough, so I'll just go ahead and just, get that because I've had Pixels before. No offense, but the OS and the software hasn't changed that much since the 6 and 7. You know what you get.
No.
It's just, I mean, it's a pretty standard stock. I like the feature sets.
Mm-hmm.
Lenny's in the chat, boss man.
Hey.
Yeah. Yep. He's on the plane. On a plane. And then also I got my Ninja Cat shirt on today.
Nice. Yeah. I like it.
I do too. And
my daughter would like that. She loves dinosaurs.
Yeah. And then Dan's in the chat. Welcome, Dan. How are you? So the OnePlus
Dan the man.
I kind of, and I'm also, again, I like the camera housing for one reason.
I do. I quite like the look of it.
Because again, like I said, I mentioned this in another chat. It makes the phone stand out. When you're holding that phone, everybody looking at that knows that's a OnePlus.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't look like anything else. I mean, if you're holding an S10, you could be holding a V60. You have to kind of look at it. You don't really know, right? A lot of these phones are, obviously an iPhone.
Well, the Vivo's got a rounded. Yeah. And on a Magic as well. But then you don't get them in the US, do you?
No. And I like the and I think, of course, I like Huawei's hardware, so I like the way they do their camera housings, especially on the Mate series.
I was going to say, Sam, I don't think that wasn't Lenny. It's a different Lenny.
Oh, it's a different Lenny.
We have two Lennys.
We got two Lennys.
There's room for more. It's fine.
Lenny is like Jello. You always have room for more. You can always have room for more. There's never enough Lenny. Then there's Lenny, our boss, our man. So
Lenny Bonds.
Yeah, and the Pixel camera and the visor. Yeah, it's if you're holding a Pixel, it's clearly identifiable as a Pixel.
Yeah, definitely.
An iPhone, a Pixel, the Samsung. Yeah, you will kind of now. It was him. Aha! It was him. See, he's trolling us.
Different account. Oh, Lenny.
Yeah. So it's just really one Lenny. Okay.
There's only one Lenny Bonds.
That's all you need. You only need one Lenny Buns. Just saying. So the S23, I think if you're in the UK and you have an S21 or even an S22, if you have any X and O Samsung device, if you can swing it, even if you have to get the S23 or even the Plus, if you really can't dive on the Ultra or the large storage model, get off the X and O's as soon as you can. And I kind of think that's kind of nice because Samsung kind of guarantees that anybody in Europe or anybody has an X and O's chip is going to get off. So they're going to get great sales because people are looking to literally throw that X and O's out into the bin.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Samsung knows it's like, hey, well, it may not move a lot of numbers in the United States and elsewhere if you get an S22 Snapdragon, but if you got an X and O's chip, we're guaranteeing that those things are going to get out of people's hands because people are just tired of X and O's. They just are. So interesting, little bit of I don't know if that was planned, just kind of maybe as incidental little kind of cost of doing business kind of thing.
Sam, this is my first day, right? So screen on time, 7 hours, 35 minutes. But I took it off the charger last night before I went to bed, a little bit before. So screen off time is 11 hours, 33. And it's on 12%.
Yeah,
that's pretty good and it's this the first day. So still
know.
Learning my usage.
I don't even know if I've ever done that on any phone I've ever used.
Have you not?
No, I don't even know how to get to it. Where do I go?
To it? I can teach you. It's all right, mate. You go to the battery part in the setting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. I don't. Oh.
They're all slightly different, but
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And then click on that graph.
Click on that graph. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Screen on time 1 hour 14 minutes.
I mean that's good. I've been on my phone way too much today.
I don't know. I just never really care about that.
It's embarrassing when you realize you've been on Telegram for 1 hour and 41 minutes.
Yeah,
wow.
It wasn't just with me, but yeah, it's But yeah, Jimmy's going to share the stream, and he already liked it. Yes, good man. Always
good man, Jimmy.
Give me the fire. Always bringing the
yeah.
Bringing the fun.
Thanks, Jimmy, because I didn't do that.
Right, clearly.
I had one job.
Right. Yeah,
so
I agree.
Yeah. I don't honestly.
Yeah, it's we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, I think this is a good, Samsung finally has a lot of good press. I think for the most part, the reviews that I've watched have been positive.
Yeah.
I think they want to go with the iterative thing, but now I think the phone's been in people's hands and they're actually using it and they're seeing the battery increase. They're seeing the performance. They're seeing, again, we're still dealing with the shutter lag because of Samsung, but, yeah, I mean, for me, again, if I could make it a little bit more affordable as far as buying out the phone and switching into it, I would go ahead and do it. But it just the S22 to me is just too close. I just don't feel like upgrading it.
Yeah, to be honest,
it's not a phone that I rock every day. I'm changing between my Flippy Dippy and then the Duo all the time. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like I've only done it because I've got Switch Up, so I can switch up and I don't pay my airtime. I just pay for the device.
What happened to the Xperia and the What did you get? Do you have to trade those in? Like, how does that?
Yes, that's the thing with Switch Up. So the Oppo had to trade in to get this, but because I did the pre-order, I'm paying for the price of a 256, but I've got a 512.
Yeah.
So I can do loads on it. I probably won't fill that up because no doubt I'll switch it up again in 3-4 months' time.
And I guess Dan's got the Switch Up too. So is your switch ups because you work for a carrier?
No. It's a proposition that we have for anyone.
So is there? Do you have to wait a certain amount of time to do the switch up, or you just?
No. So there is certain tariffs that you have it on. It's either a plus plan, and it starts at 30 gig of data. That plan, or you can have a $3.99 bolt on, which you pay every month. So it's one or the other is the two options. So you can have, say you had a low tariff, you could have the bolt on, the switch up bolt on.
So like a bolt on, like an add on. It's just like an extra pay. You pay a little extra money to get.
Yeah, but you have to take it. You have to take it at the time of doing your new. upgrade or new contract.
Okay, so when you get the like new one, you have to say, okay, do you want the tariff or do you want the bolt-on? You have
to one or the other to have it. Yeah,
that's kind of cool. I mean, I wish the United States had some, and they have early upgrades in the United States, but they go on like a yearly cycle, like on AT&T and stuff. I could early upgrade, but I think it's like at 14 or 15 months or so. I don't have like one of those things where I can go in and go, oh, okay, well, I've had this for 3 months, and like, oh, the new phone came out, like the new Pixel came out, or the 7A came out, or But again, I don't think in the United States we have the same level of, we don't have all those other devices for Android.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for phone enthusiasts in the UK, O2 have got such a fantastic proposition for you. It's like switch up whenever you want.
Right.
There is a caveat though. Obviously, you need to give that device back in good condition.
Right, it can't be beat up or scratched up.
No, which is obvious, really, isn't it? I mean, goes without saying.
They don't want a busted phone. I mean, if you have a S22 and you drop it on the ground and crack the corner, they don't want it back. I mean, it's got to be in good condition.
If you have insurance and with them and it gets replaced with them, you can still do switch up.
Okay. But I guess if you have it fixed externally, can you still, like, let's say you drop the screen cracked and you took it to a local shop to have it fixed. Would that qualify or no?
I think it's a bit of a grey area. I think if you had documentation to show that it was an official screen, for example.
Was it just your buddy in the basement doing it?
Yeah, if it's that, then no, definitely not.
Dodgy, yeah. And Dan says the EE is does it as well now. It's
a matter of time that others were going to jump on the same thing.
Yeah,
it's mad though how you think, how are they going to make money from that? But then you think some people will do it every year, so they'll pay a year for a device and then switch up.
Well, not the problem is, but the thing is, then they're always paying.
Yes.
They're always paying them. They're always paying. So
and the thing is,
you get into a cycle where they just got to keep paying, and then you're never really paid off. It's like trading it. Like if you had a car, you could trade it every 2 years. You would always have a car payment for the entire time you drove a car. You'd never pay off a car, get the title, and own it. You just can't.
For someone like me or Dan who switches up more regularly, the money's not as much there for the business. But for other people that probably do it every year, a yearly cycle, it's good.
Jesus, these names are tripping me out. So Sky Mobile, I get, but it's like Voxy or GIFGAF or Tesco.
So GIFGAF and Tesco run off the O2 network.
But isn't Tesco a grocery store?
Yes.
Okay, so a grocery store in the UK is MVNO?
Yeah. I think they all jump on everything. They literally have Tesco Bank, they have Tesco everything.
Right. I was just when you mentioned Tesco's, when I hear that, I automatically think of a grocery store. I don't think
no, you're right. You are bang on. Yeah.
I don't think of an MVNO. It's like Walmart. I guess it's like the Walmart, right? They do also they have their own bank and they have a credit card and they got their own.
They're all like
mobile networks and all that other kind of stuff.
Well, Sky jump off someone else's network. I can't remember who. Can't remember now.
But it seems like you guys.
It doesn't matter.
So apparently they don't have. Well, and I would think that those companies would slant more to the budget-friendly devices. Like you would go there and you would get, hey, you upgrade to the newest 5G phone. It's the Samsung A32. Right? Like I said, right? It's probably slanted for more people who are just need them.
I tell you what, I sell loads of the A53, just loads, and the A13 as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, you get a good device. What is it, like a couple $100?
Yeah, I think the A13 is like 150 odd quid. Yeah, and then you spread that over 36 months. It's cost like nothing. One of the best phones
I had that I really liked was when I got that Moto. When I got that Moto G stylus, I love that. The only thing I didn't like was the camera. It really wasn't the camera as much as the video. It was completely terrible. But
you gotta love the chop with Moto.
I love the chop, the twisty twist. I like the
twist
OS.
as well. Yeah.
The battery was killer. I had a little stylus. Now, granted, it was a capacitive stylus, right? It wasn't like an S Pen. But But again, I never because the only thing I spent. What did I spend on that? Like $200 maybe. I didn't rock a case with it. It was a plastic bag. I didn't care if I dropped it and broke it. I didn't really care that much. The same thing when I had the N200, the OnePlus N, the Nord N200. Again, the only thing I didn't like about that.
You had that, didn't you?
No,
you have it. You was thinking about it, weren't you? Yeah.
I was going to keep it, but it was just buggy. It was not buggy. It was slow. There were some things that when you get so used to And I thought to myself, I could probably get like an LG Velvet or a V60 and get a way better experience than on the Nord and pay the same amount of money. But and they're like,
I like the look. I like the Velvet.
The LG. Like, nobody's updated the Nord 200 and 200 either. So
I wish I got the Velvet.
Yeah, I thought about picking one up. You can get one on Swap for like $120. I saw. The funny thing is, the last time I checked, which is earlier, it was yesterday, there were no AT&T V60s on the website. Okay. Which is funny because usually you have like like 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 6. You usually have an amount you can pick from. But no, I think a lot of times you got to see that because what people are doing is they'll take those, they'll buy them for 100, and they'll flip them and use them as trade-ins on other devices.
Do you know what? Dan's right. The A13 is so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's like bargain based. I mean, honestly, if you were gonna, I wouldn't sell an A13 to anybody. I would push them into something that's maybe $100 more.
Yeah, I try to.
Absolutely could not afford anything else, then you'll take anything you got. But at that point, I'd rather push them onto a 2 or 3 year old flagship.
There's some good Oppo devices though that you could go for, like the A16s. I think there's a new A17's coming out now.
And of course, always give me a cheap Windows phone. It's always in the drawer.
Do you know what I saw? I saw? A guy came in and it wasn't a consumer phone. It's a business device. It's the Think phone.
Oh,
you know,
ThinkPads. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It showed me as well. He just threw it onto the side, it was solid, mate. It was solid. Yeah, really nice finish.
Well, they had the Caterpillar headphone, like it's for like construction work people, right? It was like literally people who were out.
Well, this one, it wasn't so much like that. It was just the materials. It looked like a consumer phone. It was really nice, like nice, like a red accent on the button, and obviously the Think phone logo on the back in red, and it was black carbon on the back.
Like I haven't seen
it was real slick, slick.
Jermaine's in the chat. Concept creator, our man. All right, concept creator and Tech by Jermaine are in the chat.
Talking of Jermaine, everyone should check out his video on OnePlus 11.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Very good. And Barry as well.
Joe put up an unboxing about an hour ago, so check that out.
Yeah.
On the Purposely Pixel YouTube channel. Go check it out. That's our channel sponsor, the Purposely Pixel YouTube channel. Lenny and all of them do a great job, and you finally put up an unboxing video. Although the lighting is weird because it looks like the lighting's at your crotch, or at least it weighs.
Whoa!
I don't know where that light.
I'll tell you what that is. I undone my zip. No, what that is, it's my S21 work phone. It's torch.
Right. Okay.
Just to give a bit more light, because I was in the front room.
It just looked at waist level, and I'm like, I don't know why that light is coming that low against the table.
I've got 2 disco balls just hanging down from there.
Yeah, just like, it's like 70s. It's like, oh, okay. It's like Austin Powers at your crotch. Okay, good deal. Yeah, I wasn't really sure. And yes, we all loved our Windows phones, although except for the people who didn't like Windows Phone, which there were. But I liked my Windows Phone. I still do. I wish they were still worked. Actually, I don't know what it is, and maybe
I need to buy one.
With this. Okay, so this is something I've looked on forums. I can't figure it out. So this is the AT&T version of the 950. Right. This isn't the unlocked. This is AT&T's version. If I put my AT&T SIM in here, it thinks it's another carrier. I'm asked to unlock the device, and I had another 950. And I thought it was jacked up. I thought maybe it was an unlocked version, right? I didn't have the right version. Right? I didn't have so I made sure this was the AT&T model, and I put my AT&T SIM in it, and it literally asked me for an unlock code. And when I don't put a SIM in and turn the phone on and get to the settings, and when I put the SIM in, then it doesn't register. It won't register as an AT&T SIM. I don't understand what's going on. I cannot use this as a phone, although it's on the whitelist. It's literally listed on the white. 640 and 950 are still on the whitelist, and I cannot use this for phone calls. It doesn't recognize the AT&T SIM, and it's an AT&T SIM card.
What's their customer service like? Is it worth getting on?
Well, no, because if I tell them I'm trying to do it, well, what phone are you having a problem with? And I told them this thing, they're gonna be like, we don't. I mean, shit.
We don't support that anymore. Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's an 8-year-old device, and it's like, but it doesn't make any sense. This is an AT&T phone on an AT&T SIM. And I looked online. I'm like, I can't be the only one that's experiencing that. The problem is I have a 1520. That one works fine. The problem is because it's not on the whitelist, when I put my SIM in, it locks the SIM. And then I got to call AT&T customer service and then have them try to unlock the device. But also the problem with the 1520 is it doesn't have the latest Windows Phone upgrade. And like the browser now is properly broken. Like because remember, it's the old HTML5 Edge. It's not the Chromium Edge because it hasn't been updated in so long. So a lot of the websites won't even render anymore.
Yeah.
I can't even go to Instagram on the browser. It just says that this browser is not supported, no matter what. So there's really nothing you can really do.
Not much, at least.
Yes, they can offer. Yeah, basically, Barry's like, come on, man, let it go. Just let it go. That's fine. We can, we got phones. We can hook you up. My man.
To be fair, Barry's not wrong. That would be 100% what they would do.
Delevon's in the chat. I was actually going to post in our
Delevon
TNT Telegram chat. And the funny thing is and Delevon, I missed the stream Thursday night because I was waiting for Darren sending a Twitter, but I forgot about the Telegram. And finally, I'm like, why am I not seeing like the link or anything? Nobody I guess. And it was funny because he's like, you idiot, check the Telegram. Of course, there's the link to the damn StreamYard an hour and a half after it was over. I'm like, God damn it. So that's why I didn't show up. I having a moment. That's fine. So that's another good show. If you ever want to check it out, people here, if you want to watch that Thursday night stream, I have a lot of fun with that. Jumping in there with Roddy and Darren and Delevon. I
need to stay up one night and jump in.
Yeah, it's a really good time. I have a lot of fun. It's I don't surprisingly I don't get asked to be on many people's podcasts or streams. Who knew?
Why?
I don't know. Don't really care. Yeah, because people don't want to listen to my bullshit. And I'm not an
industry. Yeah, they do.
Well, I'm also not
clearly
an expert or anything. I'm not a programmer, and Barry's an engineer. People literally want to see hear him. He's got expertise. My expertise, I can't talk about. The things I do professionally, I can't discuss. So I'm kind of in the weird. Yeah, I'm kind of in a weird kind of ball game. So it's cool. I don't really care.
Sam's a high-end gigolo.
Yeah, so sure. And yes, that is true. They are listening to me here, but this is my show, and I could have the show even if nobody showed up. But people do show up, which is fantastic, and we always love you for doing all that. But yeah,
massive love.
And then I don't know if this is low key shade from Lenny. I think it is. It's because you're the only one who's trying to use a Windows 950. Right? I clearly understand that, but I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because it is on their whitelist.
Lenny loves Windows.
I know he does. And so he's giving me a little trouble. Yeah, that is true. I'm probably one. That's why if I called, they're like, "Who the hell at this point is trying to actually put a?"
No, to be fair, they'll be like, "What? What phone is that?"
Lumia 950. I never heard of a Lumia. What kind of phone is that? Some kind of is that phone from the Middle East or something, or Thailand? Where is it from? I don't know.
Probably you would probably get that. I remember when this was when the OnePlus 7 Pro was out. I was with EE at the time, and I went into their store to see if they had one to actually feel. And they was like, "Oh, I don't know if we do OnePlus." I was like, "Yeah, you do." And I was like, "Have you got one in store?" She's like, "I don't know. I don't think we've got it. It might be over there somewhere." It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's.
It turns out they didn't have one in store, but they do it. I knew they did it. How do they not know their products?
So, well, and Jermaine's got something coming on next Tuesday, the 21st. So go check that out. So first thing you need to do is go to Purposely Pixel, sub, start watching some videos, like our channel, because good stuff. I'm a little bit of a homer. It's really, I get the, but you should check it out. Really, it's pretty good. Second thing is, while you're at it, go check out what he's got to offer. See what's going on. And apparently he can't tell you. So it's probably going to be something really good because there's no chance that Jermaine does not put out a great video. So whatever it is, just be ready for it. It's on the 21st. Yeah. So
there's absolutely no chance.
Go check it out. And while you're there, put a sub and share that. And then go to Roger and Barry and all these other people. Go to all these folks.
And follow them all on Twitter as well. Because they're all great guys.
And remember to stay hydrated. Anyway, so take a drink, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab.
Do you know what there's a lack of, though? There's a lack of ladies in our chat.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Guess it makes sense.
Yeah, and then I got this my free range American. So I don't know. It's Black Rifle Coffee. I got the mug for free. They gave me a mug, so that was kind of cool.
I love free stuff though.
Yeah,
like, come on.
And I do like I do like their coffee. So it's kind of nice. But anyway, yeah. So check it out. Jermaine's gonna have a good video, and now Jermaine, I might be able to watch it because it'll have to be in the afternoon. So I'm sure it'll come out my time because that's the day I'm having my surgery. I'm having knee surgery on the 21st. And there's a very good likelihood I'll be in a brace, like a isolation brace for like 6 weeks. So I'll have a lot of time to watch videos, and I might catch up on stuff. So we'll
you'll have a lot of time, won't you?
Yeah, it's okay. Well, it's to correct an old sports injury. It's been going on for so long. I hurt my knee when I was like 10 years old.
Do you want to have a go at the thumbnails? Because I've not done them for quite some time.
I don't know how to do those. I don't know how to do thumbnails.
Oh, that's a good time to learn.
And yes, I've had Lavazza coffee. There's a place,
Lavazza.
In St. Louis, there's a place, Italians. It's called The Hill, and they have a really great store. It's down on Marconi. If you're in St. Louis, you should check it out. If you're not from St. Louis, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's fine. But they got all that stuff. They got limoncello. It's just an Italian store. It's got all sorts of stuff from Italy. And Lavazza is something I always get. I always get their espresso blend. It's really pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Do you know what?
I've had.
Have you heard of Weatherspoons Pubs?
No.
Weatherspoons. It's a chain of pubs like does cheap drinks. They do Lavazza coffee.
Okay, but is that in the UK?
Yeah.
How the hell would I know what it is? I've never been there.
Oh, you never heard of Weatherspoons?
No.
Oh, if you'd ever been to the UK at all, you would have seen one. They're literally everywhere.
Is that kind of like the Starbucks of? They're like all over the place. Like
they're literally they've taken over a lot of older buildings that are quite large. So like old cinemas, they often take over, or old theatres, and so they tend to be quite big pubs as well.
No,
but yeah, they're cheap.
Like a large area, like a large.
Yeah. Okay. So like these Weatherspoon pubs as well. Like if you're going clubbing or something, you'd probably go Weatherspoons first they call it spoons. For a few cheaper ones.
So like clubbing, like
yeah, not that I do that anymore. Not for a long time, but yeah.
So yeah. I would. So, what do you go after the club? After you try, do you go to a place to eat afterwards? Do you guys do that? So, like,
you go.
Okay.
Yeah, get takeout.
It's got to be. It's got to be a takeaway. Is that how?
It's got to be a takeout. It's got to be a dirty, greasy takeout.
Okay, cool. That's perfect because that I just want to make sure that those are the same kind of. That's how we roll around here. Now I don't do that very often anymore. When I was younger,
I mean, doesn't matter where you're from. That's what you do.
Cool. Yeah. And so Weatherspoon. Starbucks is overrated. Yes, the Green Witch is overrated. I don't get coffee from them. There's a little local shop in the town I am at, and they only do open during the weekdays, so it kind of sucks. But they're open at 6 a.m. So whenever I go into the office, the days I always stop there and get my coffee, and it's only $2. And I bring my own cup, and they know me now. I just walk on, I threw the $2 on the table, and they just go, "Hey Sam, hey, what's up?" And I walk in, I grab it from the little dispenser, and I walk out the door. It's so great. There's never barely anybody in there. It's fantastic. I love it.
Do you know, I love that, Sam, as well. It's good to support local.
Yeah, it's absolutely. And they're really nice people. They're pretty friendly, and the coffee's cheap, and it's really good. And I never have to wait, and they know you. So it's kind of like Cheers, right? Everybody knows you now. And plus, like I said, it supports a local business and a community which we don't have. We don't live in I don't live in a bustling metropolis. It's a kind of.
Now, you have heard of Greg's, right?
Mm-mm.
You haven't heard of Greg's? Greg's sausage roll?
Mm-mm.
Oh, mate, when you come to the UK, I'll take you to Greg's. But anyway, it's not the best coffee at all, but I get 2 free ones there a week.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. Like I said, I love free stuff.
Cafe Nero for coffee is much better.
Yeah, Cafe Nero is not bad.
Okay. All right.
It's not bad.
So, and then, it's whatever. Again, the funny thing is I go into a Starbucks. I don't get any of the other stuff like the brewed coffees because really it's just a milkshake. It's really not much coffee in it, really. But anyway. Yeah,
it sucks when you can't taste much coffee.
And so what happens is, and this happens every time I go in there, the couple of times I've gone in there recently, I walk into I don't order online, by the way, because I just don't. So I walk in up to the counter. It usually takes a minute because I guess they don't do that anymore. Who knows? So whoever answers the turnstile, right? They go, "Hey, what can I get you?" And I said, "Okay, I'll take a venti pike, right, or venti dark roast, or whatever, venti, which is fine." And they'll ring it out. And what's your name? Sam. So I did, and then they walk away. But the dispensers for the coffee are literally right behind them. It's like right behind them. But they will not just they will not just turn around. Like the person that just took my order will not just turn. Now I understand if you're a barista and you got to make all the drinks, you got to froth them, and you may not be trained and you're just a cashier. I get that. But they will not just turn around, grab a cup, put a sleeve on it, and fill it up and hand it to me. They won't do it. Like I remember one day sitting there for like
probably not allowed. They're probably not allowed, and that sounds stupid.
Why is it? Can you just get the coffee? And they're like, we're not allowed. It has to go in the regular rotation of all the other coffee making, especially in the drive-thru. I'm like, give me the fucking cup. I'll just go get it myself, or just put the bucket out here, the little coffee bin, and I'll fill it up. I'm just taking it black. I'm going to walk out the door with it. I literally stand there for 6.5 minutes one day to get a black coffee. And I was if I didn't think I was going to get arrested, I would have literally, because the cups were right there, the sleeves, I could was about ready to walk around the counter and just grab it myself.
And you know what?
Like, not standing for 7.5 fucking minutes to get a black coffee. That
you know what? This Uber Eats and Just Eat and all that, they've killed it. You know, like fast food is not as fast as it used to be.
Right.
You go in there and there's loads of Uber drivers waiting to collect. Do you get that in the US as well?
What? I don't eat a lot. I honestly, the pandemic really kind of ruined all my fast food eating.
Yeah.
I really don't go out and I don't get McDonald's or any of that kind of stuff anymore.
The only reason I do is because of the little one.
Well, of course.
I didn't go for years. She loves her little McNuggets, and do you know what she likes? The curry sauce.
Oh yeah, I do too. I like curry sauce. I like curry.
Yeah, so, but I didn't expect it from my little one.
Yeah, it's like a methadone clinic. Yeah, I swear. Yeah, it's. But I mean, I just thought it was hilarious. Yeah, I am a male Karen. No, I don't understand. It's like, why can't you, again, I understand if you're having to make a coffee that's like steps and I get all that.
Jimmy says many great things, but that's the best thing he's ever written.
Anybody can fill that cup of coffee, or they should just have a self-serve. That's the reason why I like the other coffee shop, the little local one, because they just put the coffee out. Now, if I was going, they do make those kinds of coffees, right? They're got treats and snacks and muffins and all that stuff. Breakfast. They even have food, like regular breakfast food.
I gotta admit, Sam, though, when you said I had to wait 6 minutes,
well, it was driving me crazy because it's almost like, well, it makes no sense. I'm like, I'm standing in the fucking store. Like, why don't you just get the damn? I mean, it's literally right behind.
It is frustrating. I know.
It's like I just don't get it. Where it's almost like they force you to. Now, if I would have done it on the app and just did black coffee and had been waiting for me with my name on it when I walked, and that's another thing. They'll do the carry out orders. Like one day, I'm not kidding. This is how stupid this place is, and this is why. Again, anybody who works at Starbucks, I'm not attacking you as a person. I'm just saying your corporate culture is stupid, and your procedures suck. I got in there early one morning. It was like super, like right when they opened. It was like 5:15 or so, and there weren't many people. Like one in the drive-thru, one waiting, and then me and I was the only one in the shop, right, who wasn't a Starbucks barista human, right? They do takeout orders, right? They'll call in mobile orders, and then what they do is when they walk in and they say, drink for Susan, drink for Michael, drink for whatever. The lady takes the cup, looks around, and goes, Rachel, and sets it down. Nobody in there is called Rachel. I'm at the counter waiting for a coffee. She literally said it to nobody.
Did you say, do you mean Reggie?
Yeah, did you say Reggie? I couldn't believe it. And she literally looked around, looked at me. I'm not, maybe I could have been Rachel. I don't know. But I doubt it.
Yeah, well, this day and age, you just don't know, mate. So you have to make sure.
I already ordered. She literally said it because they're just so programmed just that whenever they put the mobile order, even if the person's not there, and they know the person's not there because, she literally said, Rachel, and put on the little.
Do you know what? It's muscle memory, though, as well. She probably just went, Rachel, and then straight away thought, oh, what am I doing?
And it's 5:15. Maybe you're pre-coffee. I totally get it. I understand. It's early in the morning. But I just thought it was kind of funny that she literally called out a mobile order to somebody who wasn't there. Nobody's there. There's literally, I've already got my drink. I'm just waiting for them. That time, it's funny. That time, the cashier got the black coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So don't give me
Probably,
this as a procedure.
probably because the embarrassment of calling you Rachel.
Right. Oh my God, Sam. I should have said, I'm Rachel. I want my coffee.
Yeah. Do you know what? Did Rachel come in while you was there?
Yeah, she came in like
She
10 minutes later. Yeah, she actually walked in, just grabbed her shit and walked out. She read the label, it said Rachel. But I just thought it was kind of fun. So again, that's another reason why I just don't like Starbucks generally. The coffee's good though, I have to admit.
Everyone knows your name. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'd make a name up. So. I'm Wayne Kerr.
Yeah. I'm Jimmy Fire Dragon. That's what I'm gonna say next time. Just because it's such a stupid
everyone, right? When you go Starbucks, you're Jimmy Fire Dragon. Apart from Jimmy, he has to say he's just Jimmy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. It sounded like that, but again, I don't know. Wait before if I'm in caffeine here. Oh my God. Yeah, I get it. Again, I understand how it sounds because you weren't there and didn't get the context. I'm telling you, and when it comes to food, I don't really care. I would, because I realized, and again, I didn't say anything to anybody. It wasn't like the difference between a Karen is I didn't give that lady any shit. Finally, I just said, hey, I'm just curious. Would it be better for me just to do a mobile order so that way, because it has to go in the queue, like behind all the other drinks? And she said, yeah, honestly, I would do that from now on instead of coming here, because even if it's a black coffee, you still have to go behind whatever order as it comes in. It's first. Yeah. Like, okay. So I was just trying to get an idea like, okay, this is how you guys do it, because I've had other places that the cashier did do that. They just literally turned around, filled it up and handed it to me.
And that's the time that you looked at your watch and went, but it's been 6 minutes.
I know, 6 entire minutes for I could have like squeezed the juice out of that myself. I could have
had 5 coffees in that time.
Actually, now I don't need the coffee because I'm so pissed off. I'm all wake up now. I'm like awake now. So like you guys just got my.
And he stormed out.
I just fuck it. I'm not waiting anymore. I know. I know. I understand. I get it.
I get what you're saying though, because I don't like waiting in queues. Not when it it could be fixed quicker.
Right. Yeah. It's like it wasn't like they had to build a coffee. That was the only thing. That was all. But again, and the funny thing is, not because of that incident, but just because I haven't been in since that happened. It was like a year ago. I just don't go. It's whatever. And now they got Starbucks everywhere, so whatever. I don't care.
Thing is though, there is the argument that just use the app.
And I do. And the funny thing is, not only do I have the app, but I have a gold card from years and years ago because I used to get the points. I would buy coffee, and they changed the system up. It used to be kind of like it was done by dollars, right? But I didn't spend a lot because I always got the brewed coffee, so it took forever. But now they do it by points, right? So every once in a while, I'll buy a coffee. I'll buy like 5 or 6 something. I'll get a free one, and I go, oh, and I'll just go in there.
It's nice, yeah. Free stuff so always tastes better, doesn't it?
So it's not like I'm hacking on Starbucks. Like I don't get down like that. I do. I like their coffee. I don't know. The pandemic really made it weird. And then also, I like the fact that the other places, if I do want to add like a little bit of sugar or something like that, like a packet of sugar, the other coffee place, they still have them in trays. They put them out for you to grab.
Yeah.
You know what you gotta do if you want cream or sugar or put a little ice in it. Because the only thing I noticed about the coffee place that I go to, it's piping hot. It's almost
what is it with
So I had to put a couple ice cubes just to kind of get a sip, just to kind of taste it.
If it's a local place, they're always piping hot, aren't they?
I
always find that.
I got sued because that lady spilled the coffee in her lap and burned herself pretty bad because it was like literally damn near 4 degrees less than boiling. It was like 5 degrees. And Jermaine's back. He had to finish a video. Good job. That's okay. Well, you can listen to it. You don't have to participate actively, man. You're doing business, man. It's cool. It's just coming here and
we're grateful that you ever come here.
He's never gonna let it go, huh? 6 minutes. Is that it? I know.
That's what she said.
It feels like Aditya is giving me shit about exactly that thing. 6 minutes.
Yep.
Right. 6 minutes.
Going to what you're saying about the sachets out.
6 minutes. This is horseshit, right?
What you're saying about the sachets out. Costa still have the sachets out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's where I take Saoirse every week. I'll take her every other week now just to mix it up a bit. Yeah. And you said about points that Costa's point system. I buy something called a baby chino, which is like a little hot chocolate, and that gives me a point. I'm buzzing off it. It's so good.
That's cool. Yeah,
helps rack it up.
I see the pictures of her, and she is just so happy. She's got her little baby chino, and she is just like, All that good. And Lenny
She loves her cake.
You know, I don't know what else to do with that. So I'm just gonna put it in the chat, and I'm gonna let people read it, and then I'm gonna put it right back. That's what I'm gonna do with that. Because okay, and they have a caramel cortado.
Yeah, I had one. It's very nice, actually. Yeah.
Is it coffee?
Yeah, you know, a cortado is like it's a smaller one.
Almost like a little like a espresso shot or something.
It's almost, yeah, almost. It's slightly different, but yeah, it's quite nice cortado actually.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. That's kind of interesting. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know if I would do the whole caramel thing. I mean, it's okay.
See, I love caramel on anything. I love caramel.
Yeah, it's okay. If it's on something, I'll eat it, but I don't like crave it or anything like that. So
no, I didn't used to, but as I've getting old, I'm getting more and more sweet tooth, which is not
I've
good.
Never had a sweet tooth, and like I said, when we first came on, you were eating that like it looked like a dilly bar or something like that. It was a little.
Yeah, it's like a poor man's Magnum.
Yeah, and I was like, chocolate ice cream. Nah, I don't dive on that. That's not my thing. I'm just not. No. And I didn't get it. If you didn't have anything else that would illustrate that I'm weird, I don't really eat chocolate and ice cream that much. If it's chocolate flavored something, I'll have it, but like just like a chocolate bar, no way, not eating it. Nope. And I don't like ice cream generally. I don't care for it.
Oh,
and then again,
you're missing out. Missing out.
No, I'm really not.
How'd you know?
I've had it when I've had ice cream as a kid. I know what ice cream is.
It's been a long time, man. You're not been a kid for.
It's just literally the same shit from 100 years ago, right? It's just
but your taste buds change. Your taste buds change.
Yeah, and I'm not, and I have tried.
Yeah.
To kind of see, could I get back in the saddle on the ice cream? That's a totally negatory. I am not in.
You're just not into it.
Although there is a place in St. Louis, it's a little, it's a gelato place. It's on the hill, again, the Italian area I talked about. And they do what's called affogato. So it's espresso, and they put like flavored gelato in it, like a coffee drink. Now I can drink that because it melts and it kind of turns into like a coffee. And I put pistachio gelato in it. Oh, dude!
Do you know what we call that? An ice cream float.
That's not ice cream though. It's gelato, so it's a little different.
I know. Okay, it's a gelato float.
It's a gelato float. Now that I could really I could drink. Like I will, but like a cup of like just gelato in a cup. My wife will get it and she'll eat it a little bit. I'm like,
in coffee, it sounds good. To be fair,
yeah, it's really good, and they call it affogato, so that's what they call it. And a new gelato.
No, I've not tried that.
It's like Nutella gelato. Is that what that is? Because if that's what that is, I'm all in. Because Nutella is pretty good. Yeah, pistachio.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, pistachio gelato in the coffee is really good too. But not just like brewed coffee. It's got to be like espresso. It's got to be like really like hair curlingly strong coffee. And you put a little thing, it's half of that, and they just pour the espresso over the top of it, and it melts. It's so good. It's not
that balance. Yeah,
well, it's good. It's not like a milkshake. It's almost liquid. So it's just like you can just drink. You don't have to like suck it through a straw. You can just sit there.
No.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. I really it's fantastic. If you have a chance and if you have a gelato place, throw some. Yeah, dude, it's so.
I remember when I went to Rome, right? I asked for a latte. So at the time I drunk lattes. I don't know why. But that's a milk, isn't it? That's just milk.
Yeah, it's milk.
The guy was like, huh? He brought a jug of milk out. He goes, do you want this? And I was like, oh, no. And I looked on the menu. I was like, oh, cafe latte. That makes sense. Yeah, it was embarrassing. Right. He looked at me so strange, like, you want milk? You're an adult.
And he's saying they have one here in Newcastle in Northern Ireland. That's
I've not heard of it.
Okay. I want to go to. I will tell you that if I'm going to the UK, I'm going to Northern Ireland. I just want to check it out. It sounds like a great place to go. I just want to check it out. It's just Ireland in general, but just all of it. It just sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like a good time.
I've never been. I've been to Dublin.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I've never been to Northern Ireland, and I don't like.
Never been. No.
No, I just want to check it out because I have a lot of people. There's a couple of people that Jimmy. I know he's in. I don't. Is Jimmy from Northern Ireland, or does he just live in Northern Ireland? I can't remember. I thought he was from. I think he's native to Northern Ireland. I think he's Northern Irish, right? I can't remember. He's gonna have to.
I thought he was.
Yeah, I want to go check it out. That's what I like about the UK. It's like everything's small enough. Like I'm used to being able, like I'm going to drive like 8 hours. Well, shit, I could drive all the way from the cliffs of Dover all the way to probably Northern Ireland in 10 hours if I just drove straight. Well, except for the traffic, right? Obviously. Yeah, he's from Northern Ireland. Okay, cool.
Oh, Sam, I don't drive anywhere further than 6 minutes away.
You don't even have a car, do you? You guys have a car.
Yes, I do. Yeah, Lauren uses it though. She uses it to go to work every day.
But
so I get the bus to work.
She has to drive farther, or is it just?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I've got a bus route that's direct, whereas she hasn't. So.
Oh, dude, I would totally rock like a train or a bus if I could do that.
Oh, hell yeah. Just play on my phone.
Do it all the time. Like literally, I almost have been, if they put, they don't have, in the United States, in St. Louis, they have what's called the Metrolink. So it's an above ground tram system. The farthest south it comes is about 30 miles away. So almost have to drive 30 miles. And it's not, if they put one, right, the highway I take, like, it's like the M25, right? Think of it that way. So
yeah,
it's Interstate 55 goes north to south from my house, basically downtown to St. Louis. If they put one in like Arnold, which is halfway there, I would literally drive my car, park it at the parking lot, and get on the Metrolink and take Metrolink from Arnold into downtown. Because the Metro station is literally two blocks away from where I work. I would totally do that all the time. I would never drive all the way downtown. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guarantee 100%.
And it's 100%. Better for the environment taking public transport.
The only problem is it's not exactly the safest thing in St. Louis because I don't know if you noticed or not. St. Louis isn't exactly the safest city in the United States. I would do yourself a favor if you're going to come and visit, do a crime index rating. You're going to be a little freaked out about it because it sounds.
Or maybe don't. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, I mean, but I have a lot of people that I haven't had a problem personally, but I know a lot of people who have visited that they are freaked out. Like it scares them. Like St. Louis can be pretty. It's not exactly the safest city. It's not the worst city on earth. It's not like Beirut safe, but it's for a United States city, it's pretty downtown can be a little sketchy. There's a lot of places downtown there you got to really be paying attention to what you're doing. Yeah, and the United States is huge. It's stupid. Like, and that's why people say, "Oh, I'm gonna come visit the United States and we'll visit some places in a week." No,
it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. You're gonna you can maybe visit a state or a couple of states and like that are close. Like if you went to New York, you go to like Boston. It's a train ride, right? To 4 hours on a train, and you could kind of pop to like Philly and Boston and New York and kind of, but just New York itself, it would take you 2 weeks to do it. And Washington D.C., same thing. You go see all the. There's no way. Yeah, and literally just to drive from. I don't even know what the. I think across the United States, I think it's like 3,900 miles. I don't know if that's true or not. It's a long way. So if you drove from like Maine,
Route 66.
That's you could do that. But if you go like from Maine or New York and try to drive to like San Diego, California, you'll be driving for like 4 days. And that's like driving all damn day. Like that's not just like driving here and stuff.
Yeah, that's not fun to me.
No, it's not at all.
No.
And right now, when Derek going to train the US, we're having 7. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So there was a train derailment and apparently a chemical. It's a lot of bad. And of course, typical bullshit, and you can look it up. It's in Ohio. But bad. Passenger trains. Talk about passenger. And really, it's not a big deal anymore because they really don't. Amtrak was like the passenger train system that went around. That was federally funded. It still is, right? You could take Amtrak around, but nobody really does that anymore. I'm talking about trains just like it'll always be like subways or above ground rail or trams or something like that for your city. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have any, and that's fine. I would figure that that's still probably going on, but I'm not British, so I'm not part of the troubles, and I'm not.
Well, you're almost British.
I'm almost British.
You're getting there.
I'm turning into
you say football now and
right and
takeaways
and quid. Yeah. So yeah, I realize that that's still a sore subject, and I realize that if I was up there, people would be chatting about the IRA and the troubles and Sinn Féin and all. I get all that. I get all that stuff. If people want to talk, I'm just here for some alcohol, see some sights, and have some food. And I don't get down.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't even want to talk about like any of the things that like I don't. When people want to sit there and like they hack on the United States and healthcare, I'm like, look, man, I am not an ambassador for I'm not the Northern Ireland ambassador of the U.S. I don't give a shit. You guys think you want? I don't care. But it's all good.
You could be though.
Yeah, you probably exactly, Jermaine. I don't think the train's going to kill you. It's going to get a bullet in your face. Is probably what's going to happen. So.
Oh yeah, that's really going to entice him.
He ain't coming anyway. It's fine. But yeah, and
he might. You won't now.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, exactly. I would hope that it's kind of calmed down a little bit. I don't know if they still. I have. Well, if it hasn't calmed down, I don't hear much about a lot of trouble in Northern Ireland anymore. I think that seems like it. Although, didn't somebody resign from the Scottish Prime Minister? Didn't she just quit? What's her face? I thought it was a lady. I thought somebody resigned.
I'm not into politics at all.
I don't know.
Honestly.
I'm not either. I just happened to notice it.
Yeah,
so anyway, but yeah, I just want to go and visit and have a good time and get a pint, a Guinness, and just kind of chill and talk to people and let them listen to my accent and make fun of me and tell me how much the United States sucks, because apparently
you'd have a lot more than one pint. You'd love it.
Oh, I know. And apparently that's what you do. And I guess if I'm an American coming over there, then I've got to be like the spokesperson for all sorts of American shit. Like, why do Americans do what they do? But I don't know.
No, I don't think that would happen.
Oh, that is it. Nicola Sturgeon. Yeah, I thought she was the Scottish.
Nicola Sturgeon, yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was Scotland. I don't know. Again, the whole UK thing freaks me out because it's 4 countries in one. I can't separate it. It's weird. I don't know. And then you got Wales and Scotland and UK. Nah, fucking.
Yeah.
I got.
What's your sim in at the moment?
Right now it's in the S22.
S22.
Because I was just I was messing with for anybody who's a Duo person, February update. No change log though. But they said it was just security patches. Said it was 300 meg.
I tell you what, that's something I liked about the Nothing phone. The change log on it was fantastic. Yeah, really clear what was going on.
They do a really good job on the change log, but I don't think it was posted. I mean, I know it didn't go up maybe it's up now. And I do know about the troubles. I am a kind of a history fan, kind of a buff. I don't know about it in depth, but I do know of it, and I've watched movies about. I can't remember the movie I watched. It was really good. It's a fairly newer movie about this little kid. I guess he's over there, and I guess he's like running around, and English soldiers are out messing around. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I know about it. And that just goes to show you, it's really not just trouble, internal strife, and bullshit. It's not such an American thing. That's just kind of a human thing. And I think everybody has got a lot of stuff in their history they could probably look back on that going, well, we probably didn't do anything right back in, So, and I don't get into all that because I know it's not only just a political thing, but it's also a religious bend because you've got Protestants and Catholics. So then it gets into a whole new ball game and all that kind of stuff. So I am aware of it. Again, I would kind of just be curious to hear about like people's experiences. I just like to listen to people. Like when I go out and I would go to a pub or whatever, I just want to hear what people like. What do people in the UK talk about on a daily basis? I'm assuming it's football. Do they talk about how
all sorts, mate?
Yeah, but just whatever. And I would be willing to bet that's probably just about the same kinds of things that American people or British people or people from Holland or people in France or Spain or South America piss and moan about, that kind of thing. So
everyone's different, though, isn't he?
Of course, that's the beauty. That what makes it interesting. Everybody is a little different. So, yeah, and there's Brexit. Yeah, there's so much complication going on. You got Brexit and the troubles, and it sounds like because it sounds like the UK is an extremely complicated place politically. And politically, geographically, there's been always a lot of stuff going on in the UK and England in the last probably 400 or 500 years. So yeah, it's all good. So, but it seems like it's fun. You guys got coffee, all right? And you got pubs and fish and chips.
Got pubs, fish and chips. Yeah.
You got New Monarch, King Chuck. King Chuck's doing
got good curry houses.
Yeah, it seems like you guys got a lot of really good choices for a lot of ethnic food, especially like a lot of Indian. I guess a lot of Indian people live in the UK.
Well, there's British curries, isn't there, as well?
Oh, okay. Is there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look it up. There's British curries.
Yeah, well, I saw that it looked like TK was back in the UK. He was at London Bridge.
Oh, was he?
Is it called Tower Bridge? That's Tower Bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was there. I guess the Oppo thing. I guess people flew him out for the Oppo, the flippy dippy. The Oppo
the flip. Yeah. The Find N2 flip.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you what,
Michael Fisher.
It looks good.
NBT Jacqueline. Oh, that's speaking. I'd like to get her on the show.
Yeah, I would. She's good. I like her.
I really like her a lot. I really like her.
She's cool. She seems a real sweet lady.
Yeah, she seems like a pretty good person. So that just reminded me. But apparently they had an event because I'm looking at there's a picture of TK.
She'll be hard to get though, I think.
Oh God, yeah. And why would she want to come on this bullshit? I mean, seriously.
That would help raise the lady quota that I was talking about.
I don't think so.
Actually, have we had a female guest?
No, but I did reach out to Jojo the techie. So
we need to sort that out, Sam.
Yeah,
we need to sort that out.
Well, no, we did. We had Rachel. Remember?
No, that was before me.
I had Rachel. No, this show, I don't think so.
No, we need to sort that out. That's pretty bad, really. Yeah, we need to sort that out.
We're not trying to pick. It's not because it's because we
are
exactly the place that people want to come to. Like when they call, they go, "Holy shit, we're going to be on the fucking Nomad Tech project. Let's go!" Like that's not the response.
And they'll talk about food and coffee all through the whole thing.
They won't talk about phones. They'll talk about all sorts of ridiculous. But no,
it's a project.
It's not because I've reached out to a couple. I haven't reached out to Jack, but I mean, but she would be hard to get because she's super busy. Also, one of my favorite shows other than ours, the Benefit of the Doubt. Michael Fisher is going to be on Benefit of the Doubt. So, folks, if you want to hear a good podcast, there you go. Michael Fisher is going on Benefit of the Doubt. I think it's
definitely
one of my favorite podcasts.
When's that airing?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to look and see. I just happened to see the post, and then I made a comment, and Michael Fisher liked the comment. So maybe at some point, maybe then one day we can get Michael Fisher to come on the show.
Who knows?
I doubt it. It doesn't matter. Like I say, I ask all sorts of people.
I doubt it.
We'll take anybody at this point. I mean, it's just because, not that we're desperate, we are, but it's mostly because I want to hear from, again, I want to know, I don't know much about Jacqueline Pert. What's her background? Is she an engineer?
Yeah.
Math background? Is she in marketing? Is she in sales? I know she's young. I think she's 24 or 23.
I think she's younger than that, isn't she?
She's a younger person. So I'm just curious, did the things we want to talk to those folks about. And I did see Michael Fisher's. And here's the thing. I will tell you. There's only probably a few creators that as soon as the video comes out, I jump on it. Barry, Jermaine, Dan, and then of our group, and then Michael Fisher. Anytime a video comes out, I immediately watch it. As soon as it comes out, I try to spend, or at least that day. I love Michael Fisher. He's one of my favorite creators.
He's a cool guy.
I like his voice. And also because he really gives a lot of other phones their due, like the foldables. And because he's such a foldable fan, he seems like he was into Windows Phone. He seems to be a person that I can get down with. He seems to have the same interest in tech that I do. He has so I kind of align with that. Not that I don't dislike. There's not anybody I watch that I don't dislike. I don't watch people's videos. I don't like them. I mean, I said Patar did his S23. He's really impressed with it. I thought, especially because he had a comment, he was having a discussion with this other guy about Samsung and how Samsung corporate and just dying. And then he got that S23, and I think it really blew his mind. I think he's super impressed by the device. I didn't honestly expect him to be that impressed by it, but I saw his video about it. He's properly impressed.
There's a lot to like, isn't there?
I can't deny that S23 right now, probably for the price. I mean, it's a little higher. It's probably the most solid, complete smartphone probably available, other than maybe the iPhone 14 Pro Max or the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I mean, that is the two phones right now, right? I just think that is. I mean, it's not that the Oppos and the Red Magics and all those aren't great, but I think
I'll say the Pixel's more complete package with the camera system than the 14 Pro Max, but that's my opinion.
Well, I would agree, but the video
so
of the 14
telephotos
Pro Max crushes all that shit. I don't care. No, I don't care. You can at me, flame me. I don't care. I've watched videos that the iPhone's videos, the 14 Pro or any of those videos, easily run are better.
I don't know. I wouldn't say easily anymore. I think the gap is closed a little bit. I'd say it is obviously still the champion, but I'd say the gap is closing. There's a lot of Android devices that are getting closer now.
Yeah, I agree.
And in some aspects of their video, actually better. Some aspects.
I think from a stability standpoint, I watched that super stable. I don't know what it's called, I don't know what it's called, cinematic mode or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody was running with the phone, and it's I'm like, dude, that's stupid.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, it's and again.
So I'm going to do some testing against the Pixel 7 Pro.
Yeah.
No, you love it.
My work phone, so there's nothing goes on it. But
with your Autobox, the Autobox case, it was on it.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's a good brand. It's a good brand.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not my UAG, and Flossie did the UAG
Oh yeah, he did a big video, didn't he?
Oh, dude, they were so great. I'm telling you, that Monarch case, I just didn't want to spend $100, but that Monarch.
I've got the actual Samsung official Samsung case.
Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, I like
Quite,
it. Well, here's
quite
the thing.
nice.
I wouldn't get a clear case if the phone was black.
Do you know why though? What am I going to get underneath that case?
Our logo?
No, an extreme skin from extremeskin.co.uk.
I ordered.
Yeah, you ordered, didn't you? Yeah, I need to
Problem
put an
is,
order
I
in.
didn't pay for tracking, so I don't know if they actually shipped the order. They never sent me the email saying the order. It says it's fulfilled, but it doesn't say shipped. Like I don't.
Just email them. They're good guys. They're great guys. They'll
I don't know why I didn't get the tracking. I guess I picked the wrong one because it's $5. It's £5 for the non-tracking, the £8. Like, why didn't I pick the £8 tracking? I was like, I don't know. It's whatever. But yeah, extremeskims.co.uk. Go ahead and get you some. They got coupons. Matter of fact, even if you use like Edge, I had the little, the coupon thing that comes down. That's why I like Edge, because it always has the coupon thing that comes down. It says, hey, if you're on this website, and I clicked on it and I got the 15% off directly from Extreme Skins. So even if you don't have a code, we don't have a code.
Edge gives you codes.
Yeah, coupons. Yeah, it was Extreme Skins. So I got 50%.
Interesting.
Off. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, that was kind of nice. I do, and I said, but I'm a UAG case. Now that doesn't mean that like Subcase and Spigen and all these other cases are really really good, and they're probably more.
I like Ringcase. Ringcase good.
But I'm telling you, I'm a fan. I've always had UAG cases, and but I've also had. I mean, on my my Pixel is a Ghost Tech. It's like a frosted Ghost Tech.
Oh yeah, Ghost Tech. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I paid like $12 for it. Solid, awesome.
I like Caseology. Caseology, good.
I mean, there's a lot of good cases, but
Parallax.
I was just happy that Flossie did really all of them. He did like all the way from the Plyos all the way to the Monarchs.
Was it a Snyder cut?
Yeah, he did. Well, it wasn't a long video, but he covered all the cases that basically UAG makes, and they're really good. And then, so I'm a fan of their cases, but like I said, you can get whatever you want. So. But yeah, it's a good time for tech. I mean, we're in the phone season. We got good choices, but I think the S23, man, I think you might keep that for a while. Yeah,
I think I will. Yeah, I think so.
You still have your Pixel, right? Because you own that outright.
Oh yeah. The Pixel's not going anywhere.
Right.
That's what I'm excited to do, some testing between the two on the camera side of things. I might even do a video. I'm not promising it, Lenny, but I might do a video.
Cool.
And I might even do a video comparing it with my wife's 14 Pro as well. So you got the iPhone element. Yeah. Be interesting.
And I said, I did see to Barry's comment, he was talking about the nitpicks about the Oppo Fold.
Yeah.
I'd agree, but I also agree with Barry. I think that to me I know that he's going to stick with Samsung, and I think pound for pound the Samsungs are a more refined device. I do like the Oppo though. I really like.
I think the Oppo one will mature in months to come as well. So it wouldn't surprise me if like that outer screen, you can't use apps on it at the moment.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me if that came out not long later.
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think they did a pretty good job.
There's a lot to like about it, a lot.
And also too is and then you got people like, I know for specifically Rachel, right, Gigi. I know she's a fan of all those imports. So, she and that's what happens is people are also willing to.
See, we need to get her on the show.
I will reach out to Rachel. I promise I will. I'll reach out to Gigi. I hopefully this time now I actually know her name is not Rachel. So this time I'll be way more prepared for that show. But yeah, absolutely.
But you're going to call her Rachel anyway.
Oh, of course. She's going to call me Reggie because that's just what I do. I mean, that's fine. But I know her name's not Rachel now, so now I know.
No,
you learn, right, and you grow as a human being, as a podcaster. You kind of start to pick up on things. You start to refine your craft, and you learn and you grow.
I'm not learning much.
Well, not much, but I learned at least her name's not Rachel. That much I knew. So I mean, everything else is kind of a who knows? But at the end of the day, and we'll Also, I wanted to tell you that I thought this was kind of funny is without trying to out. My boss listens to the show, by the way.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she
top man, top woman. Oh, actually, you did tell me that. Actually, yeah, you did tell me that before.
Now, not my direct supervisor. I don't think she listens to podcasts generally.
No.
But so my senior manager, she does. and
Oh,
she told me that she was in the car and they were listening to the show ended, and I guess they had an autoplay, and mine came up, so she listened to our show. And
and what
apparently
was?
the family was in the
Did she
car.
give any critique?
No, she didn't. But
She's
she
too
says
kind.
she likes it. Well, she likes the show. She thinks, well,
Oh, that's
again,
lovely.
how I am on this show, except for the profanity, is how I'm at work.
Okay.
So for her, it's not performative for her. Like when she hears me,
No.
she's like, that's pretty much how he is all the time.
That's how he is all the time. Yeah.
I'm like this at work too. I'm kind of a maniac where I work too. Flossie's never coming on this. I would love to, but he's never coming on here.
I think he would like it though if he did.
I think we'd have a good time. I think we'd have a good time. And Greggles, I thought about that. See, and Jimmy's going to give me like 650 people.
Yeah.
That's what I told you. You got to send me a list. And because I don't remember. I remember he said, Greggles.
Jimmy's our scout.
Yeah. If you can land Jimmy, we'll go ahead and pay you you can be part of our team. You're not going to get paid anything.
No.
There's no money there. It's just for love of the game. But however,
No.
if you want to, but yeah, I got to reach out to a couple of people. So yeah, and I agree, Joe, that we do not, and that's not because of any reason. It's just I haven't reached out to many people at all. So
No.
I did reach out to Ben, Lover of Tech.
Yep,
so
he's coming on.
He's slated, but he's got MWC and he's busy for the next couple of days. I also got a couple other people. Quinones, yeah, I think I reached out to
He's
him.
a top guy, Josh. Yeah, I like Josh.
Yeah, I've had Josh. I've reached out to him before, but he was busy. So that's the problem is these people are busy. How do you join the team? You're on the team, man. First of all,
you're all on the team.
Everybody's on the team. That's the beauty of it. Really, here's the thing. You're really
NTP.
You're on the team and you don't really know it. Like Barry Johnson and Scoop and all these people. You guys are all on the team.
You're all on the team. Yeah.
But if you want to help out and reach out to these people, say, hey, I'm kind of I'm the PR person. I'm the contact person for the Nomad Tech project with Sam and Joe. Perhaps you've heard of them. Oh, you haven't. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, well no big deal.
So do you not know who I am? I'm JFD.
What the hell is that?
Jimmy Fire Dragon.
Oh, I thought you said just fucking dandy. I thought that's what.
What? Imagine he said JFD. The JFD.
Yeah, I'm JFD.
And I'm PR for NTP.
The problem is if he says that he's like either like the chicken or he's like the president. I'm JFD. Really? Is that with the chicken? No, that's KFC.
Yeah, they get real confused. Like,
no, that's JFK. Yeah, well, okay.
I'm the colonel.
Yeah, he's the admiral. We'll just give him an admiral. So it's all good. So yeah.
Anyway.
So that's what we're gonna do. So we have to rectify that. We will reach out. I will actually reach out to Jacqueline. What the hell?
Yeah, we need more ladies on this.
We just need more guests.
We need more guests.
The problem is I have reached out to people. It's just they're busy. Like, we reached out to Chris Barraclaw, Techspert. He's busy. MWC's coming up, so a lot of those people.
I haven't reached out to anyone. I got to tell the truth. I need to pull my finger out.
Yeah, so we got to both reach out. So we're trying to line up some folks because again, we had a DT last week, which was a really good show. But we got.
Oh, I got him.
The guests really.
I got a teacher on, so I did do
11 herbs and spices. Yeah, he's got the KFC thing. I forget you guys have KFC in the United States or in the UK. And I can't remember the last time I had KFC.
Oh, I love it. I'd actually really like it.
It's not that I just haven't. Again, it's the whole not eating out kind of thing. I just don't eat out a lot. But anyway.
Is it any better in Kentucky?
I don't know. I've never ate it in Kentucky. I've been to Kentucky. I never got KFC. Like, oh my God, I'm in the place where it comes from.
No.
Steve Delicious. I'm a fan of Steve Delicious, by the way. I like his show. I like his channel. I like his videos. I mean, he doesn't have a channel, but I like his YouTube channel. I like Steve Delicious. I think he's a really fantastic dude. I'll reach out to Steve Delicious too. And also, we got to get the regular crew. We got to get Juan back on because we are overdue.
Yeah, we definitely need to get Juan back on.
TK and the regular crew. But anyway, we'll work on that. I just got to start. I got to sit down. And here's the cool part. I'm going to be all fucked up and in a brace, so I won't be able to work. I'm off all next week. I'm going to start kicking some emails out and I'm going to start putting the feelers out. As they will. I'm going to put some.
Yeah, do it. Put the feelers out.
Worst case scenario. I mean, it's just like asking women out.
Yep.
You don't make the shots you never take, right? If you don't ask anybody to come on, I'm just going to show up. And Zolotech, okay, sure. A little bit more of an iPhone slant guy, and I've dealt with Aaron Zolo before. I was a fan of his channel, and on full disclosure, I have nothing against Aaron, but made a comment on one of his videos one time, and I thought it was a pretty benign comment. He kind of got into me a little bit about it, and so maybe he was having a bad day. I don't know, but he I was like, okay. I mean, and again, I wasn't hacking on a channel. Actually, I was a fan of his and still do like his show. I don't follow his channel that often, so again, it just nothing against him. I made a comment on a video, and he kind of got on me a little bit about it, and I thought it was a little little personal. It felt personal. Let's just put it that way. I've had a lot of people make comments on videos and pushback or anything else, and it never felt like that. But when I read that, I'm like, man, am I in my own head here or whatever? But I think, oh God, it was just like literally 5 years ago. I can't remember what it was. And I made a comment on some video about something, and he kind of responded. I thought was a little bit like, okay, that was a little bit farther than I thought. It seemed more personal than just a observation kind of thing. So
I feel like Jimmy's already got a list written up.
He's got it's pretty much everybody he probably follows, so it's all good. So anyway,
he's going down his subscription list.
Ready to go. So, he just goes down. He did the last time we mentioned about guests. So
I
gotta get on that. So we're gonna go ahead.
He's got some good names there to chase up.
Yeah, sure. So anyway, that's gonna be our show for today. Again, we'll try to have some guests. I know this is just a busy time. We had MWC is coming up, so I know that's a lot of people do go to that, especially our European brethren and sisters and brothers who cover tech, and so they go to MWC. I'm sure it's going to be probably a busy show this year, so especially considering it's probably going to be the first one, so we'll see.
But any videos I make about this thing, what do people want me to do? What do people want me to test? What do they want to know?
Well, you have to take a camera picture with another phone side by side, and you have to say which one is better, because you got to do that.
Oh, yeah. I'll say what's better, but it won't be what people would expect, probably. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, agree. Like Jimmy says, stay hydrated, enjoy your tech, and you got some good options now. So we'll see how it goes, and keep your eyes peeled for the rest of the year. I think 2023 is going to be a good year for tech in general. It's not just phones, but just.
Yep, I think so.
I think iPhone 15, the rumor is USB-C. Maybe this is the year, right? Maybe they do it. Who knows?
I think they can get away with another year.
I don't know. We'll see. But I know the rumblings because
it's by 2024, isn't it? They have to.
Right. Well, it's just for the EU though. There's no mandate.
Yeah, it's by 2024. So I feel like they will carry it on as long as they can.
Absolutely. So we'll see. That's something to keep out for. If you're an iPhone person, I think that would be awesome. If they went USB-C, I think that would be a lot happier. I think a lot of their users would be too. So we'll see, but we'll check it. We'll talk about it next week, and I'll be here because I will be working for the next couple of weeks.
What time are we doing next week?
I don't know. Probably 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, yeah.
Right. Yeah, 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, GMT. And we'll come back. We'll do that. We'll do the show. We'll come back, and hopefully we'll have a guest. Maybe we'll get lucky. I did reach out to JoJo. She did say she maybe can come visit us, so that would be fantastic. I'd like to
cool.
talk to her. She's another one I've seen in streams that I really like to get on the show and talk to. She's like a really solid lady. I like her a lot. Good content. So we'll see. And then Gigi as well.
Yep, definitely.
All right.
Rachel.
Well, yeah, Rachel. I know. I can't never. All right. So that's the show for Sunday, February 19th, 2023. Joe and I thank you all for showing up. Jimmy and Barry and Scoop and everybody else in the chat who's decided to stay around. I know I saw Lenny in the chat and everybody else. Thanks for coming by.
Two Lennys, but it was just one Lenny.
Lenny's alter ego.
Yep.
So hopefully
Lenny A and Lenny B.
Yeah, absolutely. See, Miriam Jawar. Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of Miriam. So we'll get to it. Have fun, everyone. Enjoy your tech. Be safe. Love your faces. We will see you next time. And again, also be excellent to each other. Stay hydrated. We'll come back next Sunday. We'll have some good time for you. All right. Love you guys. Take care.
Peace. Goodbye.